Hello there! Welcome back to another episode of peculiARTISTS. If you're new to this channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell so you wouldn't miss any of my videos. And if you want to take a closer look on my drawings, be sure to check out the links of my social media accounts on the description box down below. So for today's video, I'll be teaching you on how you could draw a person's crowning glory, the hair. To be honest, I find it difficult to draw this because of the intricate details, but then I broke it down to a series of steps, and that's what I'd share to you today. For the first step is just to sketch lightly. I think this is actually a general rule on most drawings because you don't want to be starting on a base with a dark outline, because when that happens is that you try to blend the dark edges while doing the light shading. The opposite should be done, wherein you must be blending the light areas to the dark ones later on. So by doing this, you are just building up the layers and so that it wouldn't look too harsh on the eye. It's very important to have a basic outline because you would refrain from making any mistakes and that your artwork would maintain its cleanliness. So I'm not saying that you should not make any mistakes because we do learn from them, but you would refrain and that it is better to make the least mistakes possible in order to, as I said, maintain the cleanliness of your artwork. So in this part is that it is also necessary to draw the face first, so you would have a basis on where you would draw your hair, and so that it would not be too confusing and too overwhelming to draw. Well, unless you have a really good imagination, but I suggest you do the face first. So, step number 2 is to define the hair sections. Yes, the hair is made up of so many strands, but as you can see, some do flock together and we need to make them pop in order to have that depth and volume. For this is just to use a B pencil or any pencil that is darker than the pencil you used a while ago when doing the outline and the first layer. So we just follow the direction of the hair. What I'm doing now is that I'm just following the outline I made from earlier. So that is also the importance of doing the outline first, is that you wouldn't be confused on the direction of the hair and you would have an idea on where to shade darker or where to shade lighter. So just remember to shade the edges as what I'm doing so that the hair would look like it has more volume. And also, don't panic from all those overwhelming strands of hair. Just focus on a certain section first, and then after that is to move on to the next. And if you want, you could work on the top part first. But as what I did in this tutorial, I shaded the hair overall. So step 3 is to blend. To achieve that smooth effect, we must not skip this step. This is to not make the drawing look harsh despite those pencil lines. Don't worry if the pencil lines you drew becomes blurry because we'll be fixing that on the next step. And this is what I'm talking about. As I said earlier, after blending, most likely most of the strands are less prominent, so redrawing it is necessary. In this part, we'll also draw some flyaway hairs to make it look more realistic. But remember to only draw a couple of them, do not make it look that messy. As they say, too much is not that good. And also, don't forget to define the hairline. So just leave some space on there so that it would look that the hair is divided. So just switch up the pencils you're using to fill up those spaces. And also, if needed, you could blend the pencils once again if you forgot to fill up some of the spaces. So for the step 5 is to just highlight. Grab your eraser, preferably a small one, and erase a portion on the light areas so it would look a little shiny. Also clean up those areas that are kind of messy in order to retain the cleanliness of your work. A small eraser is important because when using a big one, we tend not to see the area that we're erasing, and we mistakenly erase the areas we don't want to erase. So in order to avoid that, better just grab a smaller one. I'd give you an idea. If you have a mechanical pencil, you can remove its eraser and use that. So, that's it for today. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up and comment down below and tell me how it went. Thanks for watching. See you next time.